What's up, cupcakes? We're going back to my older style of video for this channel because I keep buying more stuff. You know what happens. It's you go to Kmart for some useless crap that you probably don't need anyway, and you buy other useless crap that you don't need anyway. It is also the start to summer. It's not even really the start to summer. It's still in November, and it's already over 30 degrees. So I'm trying to be conscious of my carbs, and I'm having vodka lemon instead. Stay in school, drink responsibly. It is after midday here. Oh. Now, this from Kmart, oh, that's good, is the 2-in-1 pool chopper. He would have liked that, rest in peace. It's $7. There's the 1-in-1 pool chopper, which is $6. So I thought, why not? I cook a lot of food. I don't like crying over onions. I also sometimes want to do multiple things at once or really quickly, like if you're just preparing a salsa. And this looks perfect. And for $7, you can't really go wrong. So I thought I'll buy it and we'll see what it can chop. So, if we open this up now, I'm going to try to be conscious of where the camera is and that these are cheapo Coles lights I have up. Can you probably see them on the reflection? Yeah, there, kinda. Are running on batteries, so they might just give out at any time. They're also flickering a lot, but what do you expect for Coles brand? So, we have one box that we don't need. We have a plastic bag, perfect for children to choke in. That is literally head size. Why not at least have the sides perforated so it tears open easily? Make it less dangerous for small children. It even says, warning, to avoid danger of suffocation, keep plastic bag away from babies and children. Just make a better bag. In fact, make it with less plastic. Don't even use plastic. So, the chopper, blades are sharp. Use caution when operating. Well, you've met me. Actually, I've burned myself more than I cut myself. And that is pretty much it. So we have this stirring thing here. More plastic, absolutely useful. As far as I understand, you would simply just, is that it? How the fuck are you meant to do that? Is there no way for this to stay on? So, oh no, there is a tiny little, there we go. So in there, there's like a little nubbin. It just sits on there. So if you've got a lot of food in here, that might actually be really hard, like depending on what you're mixing. And then you kind of just hope that that fits on. There we go. And as we pull that, off she goes. Could definitely see the usefulness in that for a few things, like hot chocolates or mixing cheese sauces even. That would be a bit of a bitch to clean though. What I want to know about is this choppy doodah. So, this is the bit where garlic and onions take up a lot of time. I'm going to try a few different things though. What does that button do? Why is there a button there? Does anyone know why the hell they've got like this button shape that doesn't do shit on top? Yeah, I got no idea. That's probably an extra $1 worth of product right there. This could have been a $6 2-in-1. So, put it on, twist it, it does stay closed. It's got a little rubber base grip, so that is actually pretty good, but it is designed to be top end heavy almost. I don't know why it's narrow at the bottom. First things first though, I got an old soft tater. So let's chuck that in there. See if you can actually, see this is the problem when you got something in there that's not the right shape or size. Oh. Alright, does not like the tater. It definitely tried. It got halfway through one bit of it. Let's try again. Like the old slap chopper, but worse. Oh. Holy hell, that's an instant hash brown. Alright, $7 Kmart chopper. I doubted you too early. That is a mess, but that is basically... I'm going to have to do a video about making hash browns, because that's what you want to make hash browns. Let me find a container somewhere to put this in. I'm sorry, but I'm probably not going to be bothered to edit this video either, so you get to deal with me just washing stuff where you can't see it. Such is life. If you hate me for it, don't forget to like and thumbs up, that's liking, and subscribe and comment and hit the little dingleberry, all those things YouTube wants to do, because it keeps telling me to tell you to do it now. This obviously isn't going to fit an onion very well, is it? Great design. I was hoping to not have to worry much about cutting up onions. Now, if we quickly take the ends off this one and go in the compost, I'm going to even leave the skin on for this. Oh, that skin fell off. And put it into a few big bits like that. Let's try this thing again. So that goes in. Drop in. Oh, it just fits. That onion's a bit old too. Wait, no, I just bought that onion. Why is it so soft? Come on, Woolies, get your shit together. So, oh, that took some berries to get going. It did not want to go. Now, the idea is the blades aren't very curved, obviously. They should be pushing it around, but I'm guessing the blade's meant to push it up and then gravity's meant to pull it back down. That's pretty bloody good. I'll give it a little bit more. See how this turns out. Alright, really got that going. Sorry, I got a bit excited, but that did excellently. Alright, that is another part of your hash browns there. Alright, let's go into the hash brown container. Actually, that one's full of skin as well. So I'll likely just chuck that straight into a chicken soup that I'm making. I've got a chicken skeleton defrosting at the moment. Sorry, that's probably a bit noisy. Got a chicken skeleton defrosting at the moment, and I'm just going to chuck that in for about 5 hours this afternoon. Let it boil down with juice and turn it into a nice rich soup. So for that, probably going to need some garlic. Let's chuck just garlic as it is. Still even got that chunky bit of stem on it. We'll see what that does. Noise warning. Yeah, chop the garlic up pretty good. Again, you should probably skin it first, but this is going in a soup which is going to be strained to get all the bits of chicken out. Straight into the chicken container there. Give it another rinse out. Now, that earlier use case that I had making a salsa might not actually be a bad idea. Especially like you saw how it went through the onion pretty easily. This tomato's a bit big, so I'm just going to go into 3 pieces with this tomato. And doink, doink, doink. Now overloading it like that with big pieces is going to make it harder to pull. Oh, that's dirty. There's probably a joke in there somewhere. You can figure it out. Write the joke in the description about being hard to pull. Oh, okay. Tomatoes are soft for that. That was really easy. Let's do a few big bits in there. We'll give it. Alright, so if you misalign it, you know about it. That bit is a little bit fiddly. This thing didn't even come with instructions. Actually, it came with the instruction, don't turn it into a suffocating hazard. Try not to die. Alright, we have tomato puree. So you could make a salsa or a sauce in this very quickly. I don't even know what I'm going to do with that one. I might eat it, drink it, Bloody Mary, speaking of which. As for the last test, I can go in the sink too. I will actually try this mixing mode, just because I think it's a pretty neat feature, and I might as well show off everything that this thing can supposedly do. So for that, what should I mix up? That is a very good question. Yeah, I'm just going to mix up a Milo, hey? That's always a good one. So, if you're from Australia, which I think most of you are, you know that the best way to make a Milo is with a Milo's old and hard. Alright, this is a perfect demonstration then. Use a shitload of Milo, but ideally not Milo rocks like these. This is just, you get what you're given in this household. And about equal parts milk. Hope this milk's still good. Alright, less than equal parts, whatever. Let's mix this bitch. What you can do as well, if you want a really good Milo, is heat the milk up first, froth it. Whoops. Especially, I've got the milk frother, which I showed in it does leak out the side a bit. Got the milk frother I showed in a previous video. I've also now got a Breville coffee machine, which I showed in a shorts. And where's it cut? That'll do, one glass. And those both froth things really well. But I mean, theoretically this would too. Certainly feels like it's aerating it. That is mixed bejesus. That is one homemade choc milk with 1 or 2 chunks in there. So, this thing does exactly as it says it would, and it was $7. And that actually made it a lot easier for me to do the garlic and onions. You saw that was a couple of seconds. So I reckon I'm gonna use this a lot. I'm gonna get going on this chicken soup in a tick, but I'd recommend this. It's still in stock at Kmart. I'll put a link to it below so you can do a click and collect order. Probably wouldn't drink that if I were you or in this household because that milk is most likely old. But don't forget to like and subscribe. If there's a cheap product, not an Aldi product, I hate Aldi, Aldi can fuck off, like a Kmart product or a Coles product or Big W or Bunnings, let me know because I'm always buying crap I don't need and testing it out and trying to make it easier for me to cook in the kitchen and ideally easier for you as well. So, till next time folks, enjoy the start of winter, summer, wherever you are, and thank you for coming along. Like, subscribe, all those things. Cheerio. Why did I say cheerio? Not bloody pommy. How do I stop recording? That'll do. No, that didn't even do it. What? Oh, Samsung DeX is a nightmare. There we go.